I like the fish race show on Flannery Road.
Okay.
I've done that every year. But
so how do you catch them and go about all that? That's
yeah, you catch them with a gerbil out in the wild, and then we try to get them in and tame them down, and then there we go. Oh, there you go. There we go. Takes about 4 months to get them, and
that's awesome.
And you can't do any of that till you you got to have a sponsor to do it with you. And
falconry, shit, yeah.
She was a long-legged black hair, bat out of hell. High heels made out of glass and nails.
Good morning. Starting the day a little later than I wanted to. Been tied up the last 2 days with as much travel as I've been on. And now I've got a lunch appointment with Marins to run. I actually tried to lift this afternoon and go and talk about some upcoming plans for Drift-A-Lifta with Brock. I think I've got an idea of what I want to do the next run. Pretty excited about it. So enjoy the day, enjoy the vlog.
Ain't got nothing at all.
My videos guy has the strongest mural in the game. Just beat that. You can't beat that. Just wrapped up talking to Brock, planning out a little bit of the next Drift-A-Lifta we're gonna do. Let's give an idea of the type of workload that's gonna come into getting that done. So I am about 99% sure I'm gonna shoot out in Southern California, in the LA area. I'm hoping to go see Barbell Brigade guys, Brian McKenzie as well, John Wellborn with Power Athlete, and maybe some other stops along the way, but trying to plan and then budget this whole trip and get all that done. It's I think we're gonna try to shoot in February at some point, and it will absolutely take me all of that time to get everything lined up to make it a smooth trip. So for all of you enjoying the content and enjoying the Drift-A-Lifta series, please like, subscribe, share, check out the sponsor links below, and buy some hate brand goods, because every one of those so far cost about $6,500 to shoot. That's a real rough, loose estimate on what it costs to, fly a couple people to California, shoot all this content. And as you can see so far, my YouTube channel is not monetized, so I'm not getting paid from views. And as of right now, I don't know when I'm going to monetize it. I like that I've got sponsors instead. So that's what's up. I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna wrap up some video editing and probably do some training this afternoon. I think I'm gonna do something. It's about 3 o'clock now. I need to fucking eat. I'm definitely low on all that. And then do some training. I don't know what though. I may do some Olympic lifts. How about that? How about some weightlifting? Yeah? Alright. So the weather's actually been pretty decent today, and I'm gonna not train. I am going to take the day off. I'm gonna hang out outside in the backyard with my wife and have some drinks. And enjoy the kiddos that are gonna come by for Halloween shortly. So, sorry for those looking forward to training footage. I'll make up for it the next couple days. Get into some of the booze here. Bit of the brown stuff. Even smoke a cigar.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is how...
For those of you that will inevitably ask me what I am drinking, the Wild Turkey Diamond Anniversary. I guess it's probably a 10-year-old, but it is delicious. Halloween. I do really like candy, and one of the ways that we avoid that urge for candy in my house is I don't typically have candy around. But it's Halloween. You gotta have shit for the kiddos, so. That being around isn't helping. But since I'm flexible dieting, you do smart, you have some in moderation, you follow your plan, and you track it. You take it off your list. You lose some carbs, you lose some fats. You don't go crazy. And just sit here and create a big fucking sadness pile of eating too much candy. So, I have a couple pieces. These things, this is the way to go. Caramel apple pops. Why? It's like 17 carbs and it takes me like 10 or 15 minutes to eat. Bang for your buck. It lasts. Nice. What's up? So I've been getting asked a lot about my vlog as far as how I'm producing it. You know, I've got a lot of other people starting to put some info out there, and so I wanted to share what type of equipment I'm using, how I'm doing it, stuff like that. Not really like how I build every day or that type of thing. The stuff I try to keep in mind is I'm trying to have a concise story or point to every day's vlog. And there being some lifting and some traveling and some stuff and some food and some life, as well as you know, at least a concise message or thought throughout it that I'm trying to get across. I'm still very new at this, but I want to give a rundown on the equipment I'm using. I've gotten a couple messages, you know, I assume you're using your cell phone, which no, I'm not shooting this with my cell phone. I did it one time, and it is totally fine for you to shoot with your cell phone, but like I've talked about the last couple weeks, I have completely dove into camera stuff and I am excited about it and going to do more. So here's the stuff I use. While not very often, I do still shoot with my cell phone, my iPhone 6, and going with that, the back of it has this little mount here. And to that, I've got some various lens attachments. These are from a company called Moment lenses. One of them is a fisheye for a wide angle. The other works more like a telephoto. You can see what happens is they basically, on this little piece right here that kind of sticks out just a bit, the lens clips into it. And that's what you got. So that's another option I don't shoot with very often, but believe it or not, this phone shoots much better slow-mo than anything else I have. I've got my standard vlogging camera, which I'm using this. This is the Canon EOS M. It's a mirrorless, for those interested in that. I've got an attachment so I can bolt on some real lenses, and I have a second lens that gives me a little bit more macro type lenses for up close stuff, while this one gives me a little bit more wide angle. This is what I'll shoot with in stores and things like that, since it's a little bit less intrusive than busting out the giant camera. Of GoPro. This is the Hero 4 Silver. This thing shoots incredibly well. Decent battery life, and I have a plethora of attachments. Seriously, there's no lack of attachments for the GoPro. It's pretty amazing. It's a great tool. They are indestructible and pretty affordable for, you know, 400 bucks for a camera that you basically can't break, that shoots in 4K. So that's another option I use. And last but not least, the one that I really shoot a lot with is the 70D with the wide angle lens, and then I have another regular lens that I shoot photos or anything else like that with. Also have some cheap external microphones, which I think I have some nicer ones coming and probably will upgrade that soon. But that is everything. that's all the camera equipment. For editing, I've got a MacBook Pro. It's pretty dished out. I also have a 42-inch monitor that I do most of it on. And I do most of it in, or I do all of my editing in. This is the program I use. It's by Adobe. It's pretty great and allows me to do a lot of things, and it's way more capable of a program than I am as far as an editor goes. Is the rundown on all my camera stuff. So you figure every one of these I shoot turns out to be about 10 minutes, not counting shoot time. I bet I spend 2 hours a day editing. And it's a mixture of footage, and then sometimes even I, if need be, have another microphone so that I can do voiceover work straight into the computer program. I have no idea what anyone else is using to do vlogs or anything like that, but this is what I do, and this is how I do it. I usually shoot all day, and I usually vlog or edit yesterday's stuff today. So I'm bringing you the best of yesterday in my life today. So you're welcome.